Virtual reality implies a complete immersion experience that shuts out the physical world. Using VR devices such as HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, or Google Cardboard, users can be transported into a number of real-world and imagined environments. AR adds digital elements to a live view, often by using the camera on a smartphone. Examples of augmented reality experiences include Snapchat lenses and the game Pokemon Go. Now, let's take a look at the differences between VR and AR. PTSD is a psychiatric disorder that can occur in people who have experienced or witnessed a traumatic event, such as a natural disaster, a serious accident, war, or other violent personal assault. Virtual reality exposure therapy is being examined as another way to help people recover from PTSD. It also has increasingly been used to treat a variety of anxiety disorders, including specific phobias. VRET targets behaviors that people engage in response to situations or talks and memories that are viewed as threatening or anxiety-provoking.
I really think that virtual reality's time has come in all kinds of use, but specifically healthcare and mental health care. A number of bases in VA hospitals and private clinics have it. What we're helping them confront is the memory of the trauma, because they're avoidant. They don't want to think about it, and so we go over it and over it and over it. We think it's harder to avoid in the virtual reality because it's such a potent stimulus. So we ask them to go back and describe what happened in the present tense as if it's happening now.
So if you have an individual who was in a Humvee that was hit by an IED explosion, they say, when I get behind the wheel of a car, I feel like I'm gonna die. I need to get out of that situation. You'll bring someone into the lab and they'll be exposed to the conditioned stimuli. So anything that was related to the roadside bomb. And so they're learning that this trigger might not be so dangerous in this situation. So one of the ways that we can measure that is through physiological reactivity. When somebody is telling us about their traumatic event, when somebody is in the virtual reality environment, we put a number of electrodes on. You can measure someone's startle response by putting electrodes under their eye. If you hear a loud noise, you're going to blink your eyes. It's a defensive measure. You can measure skin conductance. So if somebody is really engaged or anxious, you're going to get more perspiration on the skin. The other thing you can look at is how much their heart rate is changing throughout the session. What the physiology does is allow us to get some more of the picture. What's happening physiologically is oftentimes disconnected from what you're hearing. So what these give us are objective measures of what's going on inside a person and how well they're doing.